third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bears and the Titans, and it's all up next.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Fielded right around the 8. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
And they'll begin by running the option. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. The Lance going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Hurts. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Lance looks to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
Out on 4th down comes Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance on the slant completes to Sutton. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Now a play fake. Lance rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. It's caught here by Adams. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Darius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts to Pierce. They set up the screen. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Hurts completes this again to Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Nothing our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts throw here into the hands of Harry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They run the option on second down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On second down, Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle complete. That's Smith. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And Lance again going to keep it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Austin Eckler.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Lance going to keep it on the option. Shifts by him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Now an option play on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And Parker, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football.
On first down, Hurts. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Flushed out right. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. From the 38, Hurts. And that's complete to Shepard.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. And meanwhile, for the Titans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. This pass caught by Hamler.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another 1st down. I want to be a gain of 21 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. As we surmised, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Lance now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Lance looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Hurts. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the option, here's Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, And that'll make it second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the Pro Bowl, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll look to throw again. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordero Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They just wait for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Ben Skoranek from a yard out. And the Bears have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Wentz going to look to throw.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. Tennessee offense set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brissett to throw on first. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, and this is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Brissett. This is caught by Robinson.
And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A first down throw for Brissett.
He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38, Brissett.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett.
That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, Brissett. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Number 9. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he fires one incomplete. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Here's Brissett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Brissett on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
To throw, Brissett.
And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They'll run again with Benjamin. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run is Benjamin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.